What's up, guys? Karen93 here with the deck profile. This is going to be hit off from YouTube. I haven't played in a while, so I'm getting back into the game. We're going to start off with the standard Evilswarm deck profile. Nothing's really different or mainstream about it. It's more kind of bandwagon with my own hit, a little bit of touches to it. So yeah, well, I guess we'll start off with the monsters, usually as people prefer. You got, the 2 Rescue Rabbit. It's great that they're super now. Then you got the 2 Thunder King, that's my tech. People ask, why do you put Thunder King if maybe you might get Ophion on the field and you can't get its effect, you add the cards to your hand. This is totally situational, game 1, turn 1 kind of deal. You don't want them to know what you have just yet. You want them to well out their choices because you know you have Thunder King, they can't activate the hard dualities, they can't do any of that good stuff, so they're going to get rid of it as soon as possible. So let them waste their tech on this card before you bring out your main card. Then I run 2 tour guides just because of the game stand-ups, and it's good for mirror matches. You might run into an Ophion and your other team on your other side, and you can get your certain monsters out, I guess, if you run any kind of level 5 or higher. But in this deck, you run nothing level 4s, so you're good. But this is just situational, maybe against for Emperor Dragons. You need to stall out, maybe let them attack you and let them get broken up in the end by Zenmain's effect. So yeah. Then you have 1 draw power card, which is the quite cheap. I know you're thinking like, wow, why anything? It's just draw power. It's just the fact that it's a dark, and it works pretty well. This is a deck that I use on DN, and I've only lost maybe 1 time out of 7, and it's pretty decent. I run 3 Heliotropes, of course, the vanilla of the deck. Then I run 3 Evilswarm Casters, I'm sorry, and then I run 3 Mandragora. He's pretty sick. People say 2, people say 1. I say 3. 3 is just too good, and I'm missing the that new one that just came out, level 20 from the $20, I believe. Mercurion or whatever it is. Anyways, Kirkion, there you go. Anyways, spells, 2 Forbidden Dress, standard, 3 Pandemics. You gotta have 3. People run 2, I run 3. Tribute to the Doom. I know what you're thinking. Why, of all cards, this? I hate playing decks like Lightswarm, and if they go first, they're gonna set Raikou, and you know that's what they're gonna set. Tribute to the Doom doesn't matter which position they're facing. Just smash it and kill it. Then you got your basic staples, heavy, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn. I run 3 MSTs this format. People say don't worry about back row. Back row isn't that bad right now. I don't know. I see people running double bottomless. I see people running Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, double torrentials, double mirror force. I'm being very cautious this freaking format. I don't know. People just don't see why there's no back row heat this week. With this format, I just underestimate that. Then we have the traps. We have Starlight Road, Reckless Greed, Jar Greed. And I'm thinking, why these 2? Why not just 2 Recklesses? Why not just 1 or 2? Well, because Jar Greed is something you can set in the back row and leave it there, leave it waiting, and then you can set it with your Thunder King first turn and make them think, oh, it's probably just MST, they'll waste their MST, and you get the +1 off of it. And then you have the Reckless Greed just in case, in case you don't have the text like Power Dualities, it's just cheaper, or you don't have Card D, it just helps make up for that in return. Then you have Shadow Spell. I know you're thinking, why Shadow Spell? Well, it's almost just like a Phoenix Chain, except for the fact that you don't have to spend, what, $10 on that card right now? This is like a $2 card. But it's pretty much the same thing. You activated, your opponent cannot attack, but they also lose 700 attack. So now my Ophion went from being a 2550 against a BLS, if it even gets out somehow, which it shouldn't, but let's say there's BLS on the field, and I get Ophion out. Alright, well, that's 3,000, that's 2,550. Well, I'm going to make that 3,000 to 2,300. It can attack, but it can still banish, but I'm not using it for that purpose. I'm using the fact that now my Ophion can level up the field and just smash it. So yeah, it's a great card. You should try it out. I think it's hella funny. People will freak out when they see it. 1 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential, 1 Solemn, 1 Warning, 2 Bottomless, 2 Dimensional Prison. I love the way this deck just operates around just getting Ophion out, setting up the field, locking it down. It's just too good. And then from the Exceeds, this is kind of like a budget profile, guys. So yeah. Next week I'm gonna have all the nice shiny stuff in it. I'm gonna have the secret furs. This is just to help people get started with the deck. So you got the standard 3 Ophion. Then you have the Zen mains. Then you have Evilswarm Thanatos or Thantos, whatever his name is. He's pretty good. You know, attach a card, negative effect. And then you have Evilswarm Nightmare, which isn't that bad either. It's pretty good when they try getting out Gores or BLS. Use his effect. Put them face down and just run over them. And then you have number 17 Leviathan Dragon, just more outs. And then Leviathan Bahamut. I have never been able to use Bahamut. I've had more time using Ouroboros. I have the card, but that'll be for the next, you know, deck profile for the more advanced version. That'll be for Ouroboros. And I'm going to a locals this weekend, this Saturday. I'm going to try that out. And then I'll post up a video about that, see how great the deck did, or how bad it did, or what made it really slow, and what cards would I recommend changing out of the deck for a more better format. But other than that, you know, the deck's done pretty well in DN. I played last night. I have people scrub out all the time when I use this deck. I mean, usually you just worry about just getting an Ophion. You don't have to worry about any other cards. But other than that, it's a great deck. I like it. It has a whole shutdown game. I'm probably going to do some pack openings pretty soon. I probably will do Tachyon Galaxy Box. We'll see if I get enough likes and I get enough comments saying, yeah, go for it. They know for sure. What's Killer Knight 3's out. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe. Thanks.